Boy, I tell you, I just flew in from the dentist's office, and boy, my arm's tired. Not playing. I think my dentist is a Florida fan, so that's why I'm starting late. Figures. But for real, Rhett Lashley, if you want to upgrade your station in life, you got to play nice, you big bozo. Let's talk about it right here around the herd. Roll Tide, Alabama fans, and welcome to Around the Herd. Thank you for joining me, and to the others out there, to the fans of college football, we welcome you as well. Welcome to Tide Sports. This is the Alabama Football Americans and the People's Crimson Tide Network. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for thumbing on over and checking me out on whichever virtual space you have selected. Share a pound with me on your way in as you get settled. And drop that pound right on the subscribe button as you settle in. And if I successfully stimulate the happy juice in your gray matter and make your funny bone jiggle, let the algorithm know what we're doing over here on Tight Spaziggle. I'm trying to spike type sports zizzle. I'm not from the West Coast. I got this Alabama tongue. Anyway, if you like what I'm doing over here, remember to poke that like button right now. Just hit it in the eye. Let's get to it. The Crimson Tide, boy. The Crimson Tide earned 11. Say it again. 11. 11 spots. So the 2025 preseason all SEC teams. I mean, 11. 11. It's only 22 people on the team, but they got first, second, and third. But let's go through it real quickly because I expect this number to increase as Kevin DeBoer leads his trusted number 11. I don't know what size shoe wear right into some teams' posterior. I want to just go from 11 to whatever. Starting out, should I go from 13? Let's go from 13. Yeah, 13, we got 3 players. You got Jam Middle. The man didn't even get the ball last year. He's 13. Everybody know that he's expected to lead Alabama's ground game this year. They know it's coming. They know what we're going to do. I hope. Anyway, and look, my whole defensive backfield. Okay, the whole defensive backfield. Keon Saw, Bray Hubbard, strong safety, free safety, I don't know, what you call them people, wheels and wolves and back hats. I don't know. They back there. They 13 all SEC preseason. They back there. Just know that quarterback, they back there. So that's 13, 3 players. We are so proud of them for doing what they gotta do. Man. Second team all SEC. 40% of my offensive line. Jaden Roberts, who they just reported, the man maxed out at 900 pounds on the squat. He got me by 600 pounds. The man just squatted 900 pounds. Jaden Roberts. And he's an angry cuss, too. Parker Brailsford, probably the best center in the nation. World just don't know it yet. He's also second team all SEC doing his thing. Now, my defensive lineman. 2 members of our 425 second team preseason all SEC. Come on now. Give it up to him. Everybody can't say that. Everybody can't say that. Tim Keenan the third. Tim Keenan the third. LT Overton. Yeah, LT came over from Texas A&M. You know, he chose poorly. Now we got him fixed up. Now the man is second team all SEC preseason. Come on now. Come on. One more on defense. One more, because there are 6 players that are second team all SEC preseason. Deontay Lawson lost a lot of games last year because he got hurt, had to have surgery. Now he's back. He's a veteran leader, returning starter, named team captain, already got his handprint over there at Denny Chimes. He gonna do it again. He ready. He hear people talking, and he gonna answer the bell. He's coming out for another season. Second team, preseason, all SEC. And another member of the backfield. These superior performance, they're all over the place. The money, I don't like it here at USC. Jackson. Quarterback, I don't care what they say. The people that are talking about the NFL say he has an NFL upside. He's doing the thing over there. He's helping out. He's teaching. He's dominating. Nobody's perfect, but he has been named SEC preseason, all SEC preseason. The 6 players, second team. Now for first teams. Now people have been talking about my man. They've been talking. They say, "Oh, he talked too much. I don't like his. I don't like his fingernails. I don't like his this that." Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams is Alabama's only returning first team all SEC player from 2024. in a down year, but Ryan's coming back to make it a better year. Ryan Williams, y'all know him, you love him. If you liked him when he was 17, you're gonna love him when he's 18 years old now. That means he can actually fill out a credit card application now, right? Yeah, more or less legally. Next up, I'll give you one guess. I'll give you a guess. Let's see. Yes, he is the elephant of our offensive line. He's a big guy. He's nasty. He loves to punish people. What more do you want from a tackle? Kane Proctor is doing that thing. He anchors the offensive line. He was previously a second-team selection. He's ready to dominate. I'm ready for this season. Next week, I think on one day next week, right here on Around the Herd on Tuesday, I think we're going to break down the defense or the offense and, throw some special teams. In the next show, we're going to do the offense or the defense and a little special team. I ain't broken out yet, but I am working on that content. Please join us next week. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll know when I drop a video or go live. Woo! Coming out of SEC Media Days, Alabama received 2,783 votes, and they had us finishing third behind Texas and Georgia. And for somebody that had such a failure of a season last year, I'll take it, according to the pundits out there. A real letdown. The man lost a third of his team. He won 9 games. He's a loser, according to many, but not to me. Right here, we love everything he's doing over there. I love it. Now, the Tide received 29 votes to win the SEC championship, the third most of everybody. But, I don't even care about the SEC championship. I just want to go to the playoffs, win a couple games, and come on back to the house. I mean, SEC championship, and them championship games last year, I saw the people play, Oregon, whoever won, and then Ohio State was sitting at home chilling or something. I don't know. Did they lose, win? Anyway, Ohio State's national champion. I think that happened to another team too. I don't care nothing about it. Notre Dame got where they come for championship at. Got plenty of rest, didn't it? They looked rested when they played in the playoffs, didn't they? That's what I want to do. Shoot. Alabama, of course, has won 30 SEC championships, including 8 of the last 13. I like to keep that rhythm, if nothing else. If we can win 8 of the next 13, the haters will be all out there. They will be mad as I don't know what. But we're going to move on. As you heard recently, it was reported that Nick Saban was returning to coaching, and I did see an article that came across my wire yesterday, and they have decided that they know what team that he's going to. I pretty much called this, and it's not, since everybody throwing out a bunch of conjecture, a bunch of rumors, a bunch of innuendo, there's a coach that is facing internal pressure because of underperformance, because of late game coach decision. That particular team, they have a reluctance to invest in the infrastructure and the player contracts. It's created some tension in the organization. They need somebody to come put their foot down. So it seems that Coach Saban has been rumored to go to the Cincinnati Bengals. Why he want to go over there, I would never, ever know. I do not want to see. I don't want to see Coach Saban with the Bengals. No way, no how. He don't need to go to the Bengals because he's a legend, 73 years old. Need to stay put. Just stay right there because that's just horrible. They are a horrible program, and I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Last thing I want Mike Tomlin to have to deal with is the GOAT. That's the last thing I want to deal with. I mean, they talking about, man, the Bengals have had disappointing seasons. So they just think that I think it was Nick Wright proposed that Nick Saban should come out of retirement and coach the Bengals. And all I got to say is, shut up, Nick Wright. He believes that Saban is an elite football mind and his defensive expertise could elevate the Cincinnati roster. And that Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow could run the offense and let Saban focus on defense, which is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. We're going to let the doggone quarterback and the doggone wide receiver just run the offense. That's just crazy. You got to throw this out there. Saban did previously coach the Miami Dolphins. He finished 15-17, and we talked about it last night. If Drew Brees had have gone to the Dolphins from the Chargers and not to the Saints, Coach Saban may never made it to Alabama. Doesn't mean that it may mean that Alabama is not the program of the whatever decade or whatever it's supposed to be. Wouldn't be 6 championships over here, but it could have been 4 more championships for Urban Meyer in Florida. It could have been a couple of championships for the Mad Hatter. Maybe Mark Richt would have stayed at Georgia a little while longer if he'd have snuck in and got him 2 championships. I don't know. But I just want to thank the Miami Dolphins for leaving Drew Brees on the vine and letting him go down to what's called a Crescent City. Anyway, if Saban was the coach again, I guess it's probably just something they threw out there. But everybody, it seems like when football in your world is in disequilibrium, or no equilibrium, is out of balance, you want to bring in the greatest person you can find, I guess, because Belichick is not available. Maybe that, they want to bring in Saban because Belichick is not available. I guess it makes sense. They say, but Nick Wright was just saying if he wants to coach again, he's getting whatever job he wants. This is the bottom line. He can get any job he wants. The Bengals were seen as a championship team. I don't really care because I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I hope they never fix their problems. I hope that boy they drafted to Texas A&M goes back to Texas A&M and play again. I hope they get sued. I don't care. I don't even care if the Bengals are absolutely right in their country negotiation. I hope they fall flat on their face and that they go 1-17 this season, or is it 1-16 this season, and that the only team they beat is the Baltimore Ravens. Anyway, I say that with love. Go to the chat real quick. What's going on with your water cooler out there, Nick? What's going on, man? Save it to me. Hey, man, that's Nick Wright just doing his thing, making the roar, rah. Yeah, he was right, but he was a little mysterious when he said, I wouldn't pay this comment by this guy who I really respect any attention except that I respect him so much. So is he talking about the guy that sells apples at the bus station? Was he talking about a fine mom type person? Was he talking about a great coach, offense coordinator? Or was he talking about Nick Wright? I don't know. All I know, if Saban would have come out coaching Hoover High School, south of Birmingham, Alabama, Greg McElroy would look kind of crazy. Just a little bit silly. Speaking of silly, I got to address on behalf of the SEC the comments. I'm going to try to do this thing. I'm going to try to be even-handed with this. SMU coach Rhett Lashley's comments at the ACC Media Days. I'm putting my media hat on for a minute, and I'm going to try to do this thing non-biased. I'm just come at it with the facts. SMU coach, he claimed that the ACC is one of the deepest conferences in college football. He criticized, basically, the SEC is a top-heavy. It's top-heavy. I think most conferences are top-heavy, but who am I? And noting that only 6 programs have won the SEC title since 1964. It's nice. Lashley argued that true depth means any team can win on any given week, citing SMU's near loss to Duke despite 6 turnovers. Got that. I think Alabama just lost to Vanderbilt. Lost to Vanderbilt? Yeah. Can you look at the record book and see if Alabama lost to Vanderbilt? Okay. Conference comparison. He said that Lashley highlighted that ACC had 4 10-win teams, 2 playoff teams, and 13 bowl teams in 2024. He contrasted this with the SEC's dominance by a few programs: Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Georgia, LSU, Tennessee. Okay. Lashley emphasized that ACC had 6 different champions since its title game began in 2005, while the SEC remained concentrated. Now, you're talking about a third of the league, but it's concentrated. It's a third of the whole trying to curse conference, but it's concentrated, fair and balanced. In the SC, in 2024 or 2024, SMU won the ACC regular season, but it lost to Clemson in the championship game. Despite their loss, they earned an at-large bid to the college 12-team playoffs, and they were eliminated in the first round by Penn State. They used the word eliminated. I would say like destroyed, but I'm being fair and balanced here for a second. Lashley supports expanding the playoffs to 16 teams. He proposed 4 automatic bids for the ACC. Lashley proposed 4 automatic bids for the ACC, the Big Ten and SEC, citing parity and competitiveness. ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips, who's a wise man, he favors a 5 auto bid and 11 at large format, while the Big Ten wants more automatic bids for its power leagues. Hey, Jim Phillips, tell your boy to hush, man. Just tell him to hush. I can't take this no more. This is foolishness. This is foolishness. Okay. Automatic bids. Anyway, 4 teams of the ACC. 4. What was that score in the Penn State SMU game last year? They scored how many? They scored 10. That's championship perspective. I actually got a lot of comments about stuff that really doesn't really. I don't think it involves him. He noted that only 3 conferences, the SEC, the ACC, and the Big Ten, had national championships since 1990. 1990. Write it down. He claimed the ACC is tied with the Big Ten for the second most titles in the past 15 years. Lastly, argued that the ACC's national brands, revenue, and network made it a top-tier league. How many ACC games did we watch at noon? Or was that 10:30 in the morning on Saturday? Okay. Virginia Tech, FSU, Clemson, Georgia Tech. Come and get this gypsy butt team off the microphone. How dare he even speak for your conference? After one good year. We ain't hearing stuff when this clown team was bouncing around where for the last 50 years? The Southwest Conference until 1995. Everybody remember that? Remember the Western Athletic Conference that they were part of from 1996 to 2004? Remember that was in Conference USA? I don't know how many championships they got in the Conference USA from 2005 to 2012. And the American Athletic Conference, the conference I routinely confuse with the ACC. They call themselves the AAC, and this is the ACC. And I really can't tell them apart. When you write them down, it's like I have sports dyslexia or something. They were a part of the AAC from 2013 to 2024. And most recently, they joined the ACC in 2023. Feel free to send them away. Or at least just send Rhett the blabberbrain behind. Send him away somewhere. If this, I know dude gets diarrhea in the mouth. If this was Dabo, this would make more sense. If this was Dabo Swinney, this would make more sense. This is ridiculous. I don't need somebody who don't have nothing to do with none of the history of the ACC to get a world commentary, not only on the ACC, but giving his, I don't know, his soliloquy about the lack of dominance he feels in the SEC. I tell you what, Rhett, bring your boys on down to the SEC and just jump on in this conference. Yeah. We'll take a third team from Texas. Come on over here, Rhett. See how long you keep your job. Man, just a gypsy team just running around here talking noise. Go to Nick in the chat real quick. Probably talking about either Jimmy Sexton or Nick Saban himself. I ain't throwing it out there, but yeah, it's a possibility. Anything's possible when you say a guy I respect. Anything is possible. Going back in for a second. Let's catch my breath. Got something important I want to discuss. Rhett Lashlee. Boy, I tell you. Can't wait to see. I don't want to see him play Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech could do him. Anyway, NIL collective dispute resolution. Oh, we've had several coaches talking about, not just the ones at Auburn. There have been people saying that I know. Everybody's glad that it's resolved. Talking about people are doing this whole recruiting thing wrong. I just know a little bit about business. You can't conduct business for 8 months, then come up with a decision and expect everybody to change. So whatever people had done this year to get recruits, I didn't think it was going to change. Now, it's possible things change in the future because we know we need a collective bargaining agreement, union, and all this stuff done for the players. Everybody talking about it's too hard, but they can waste their time putting the college sports commission together. The background of this whole deal is that this college sports commission was created by the power conferences, and it was denying deals from booster back collectives for lacking valid business purposes, whatever that means in a capitalist society. As long as it ain't legal, I think you can make money making peanut butter and jelly with your feet online. And that's disgusting. People do it. Attorneys for the House plaintiffs argue this interpretation violated the terms of the $2.8 billion House settlement and many other court cases that have already been decided at the highest court. At the highest court. They call them the SCOTUS. You better notice. The CDC stands threatened to block many NIL deals and prompted legal threats from collective leaders and House attorneys and other law firms. House attorneys Kiesler and Berman sent a letter demanding the CDC retract their guidance. Retract their guidance and reinstate rejected deals. They threatened to escalate to Judge Nathaniel Cousins, who oversees settlement disputes. The dispute was centered on whether the collectives should be treated like any other business when compensating athletes. So that was the problem. The collective that just collected money, if they give it to it, what you want to do, a collective commercial? What you want to hold some collective T-shirts? What you want a man to wear some collective Adidas down the street? What is the class, son? We're going to give you this $1 million to stay here. It's dumb. Resolution and policy shift. A deal was reached. The CEC will now treat the NIL collective like standard business when they're evaluating deals. This is a bunch of nothing, by the way. A bunch of BS. They're going to treat the NIL collectives like standard businesses when evaluating deals. They still want to evaluate because I still think it's a grift. I think they're going to get paid for reviewing these deals, either by the universities or by the players, and I don't like it. I'm sick of them, and I'm almost sick of the collectives because I don't think you need to tell Ryan Williams how to put money in his bank account. Might be me. I ain't met too many people in college who don't know how to put money in a piggy bank account, their mama hand, their daddy hand, put it in grandmama, put it in big mama's account. So I don't know what the collective is for. But this change will allow collectives to play athletes for legitimate services like merchandise sales. Oh, man. Hey, guys, no matter what your team, are y'all ready to buy your Nebraska collective T-shirts? It's bull. It's bull. It's the SEC, it's the NCAA trying to grip some money off these charities. It's them just got their hand in the cookie jar. Rejected deals under the old guidance would be reevaluated using the new standard. This is bull. This is why I tell my kids about going to college. I'm like, it may be necessary to achieve certain life to get to a certain status, or if you want to be an engineer, if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, there at college, you got it. But if you want to really be a college degree, it doesn't really require a college education. In my life, I've met people that have accumulated real wealth, and they don't have no college degree. I got one degree too many, to be honest. I got two of them. One of them I could have left. I didn't need it. Certificates. That's what you need. You need certificates. Certifications. Skills. Anyway, these people too smart for this. They know what they was doing. They playing dumb. They got caught on it. And every time they come with a mess like this, they're going to get popped again. So anyway, Everything's fine. If your team is behind, I'm sorry. Got to play catch up. Got to go to JUCO, get those people in there. And yes, Nick, in America, in the greatest country in the world, I've been taught, you can do that with your feet. And you think about it, it's kind of a skill. I just don't want to see it. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. And roll tide to you, Jermaine Mills in the house. Welcome, sir. Welcome to Tight Sports. So I want all the people involved, the CSC, the NCAA, Deloitte, better go find Touche somewhere, NIL Go, the baseball guy, everybody, I don't know his name, everybody keep talking about. I want them to go fish. I want you to go take a fish, stick it in your ear, and clean the sugar daddy out your ear. You can't get up in folks' pockets. You can't do it. Unless you want to help the student athlete, athletic student, whatever, form a collective bargaining agreement so y'all can place more restrictions on them. But don't be too restrictive, because remember, the players get a chance to agree. They get a chance to agree, and they can't stand it. And people have been complaining. Ryan Day, he criticized the lack of clarity, saying the gray is what drives him insane. And if you've ever seen his beard, you know gray drives Ryan Day insane. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey, Big Ten Commissioner Tony Petitti, they acknowledge the need for flexibility and expect more legal NIL models to emerge, as long as they're legal. So right now, they're illegal, and we don't like the illegal doggone models. We just don't like. Where's my button? We don't like them. We don't like that button. Yeah, we don't like that. And even Lane Kiffin, who I really don't like quoting at all, he expressed skepticism. He had a skepticism about the enforcement, suggesting that schools may continue using collectives regardless of rules. Gold star for you, Lane. Gold star for you, because you're absolutely correct. And over in Alabama, all I know, we got 20 kids that we're really happy with. So in the future, the resolution avoids immediate lawsuits. So everybody put your briefs up. Sir, pull your briefs up over there at the CSC. Pull your briefs up. NCAA, you found you don't have no clothes on at all, so you just need to go away. So no lawsuits right now. Schools are expected to continue operating collectives. Some, out of fear, are falling behind competitively. Some are falling behind, man. No, don't cheer that. You can't be cheering that. Why are we cheering that? Some people are falling behind competitive. I like a competitive advantage, though, especially when we ain't got to create it. I like it. Ongoing negotiations between attorneys and the CSC are likely as the NIL landscape evolves. So, you know, it's a foolishness. It's bull crap. I knew it was bull crap. I thank God that Courtney Morgan and Greg Byrne and Caleb DeBoer and all the guys up there coaching and the top recruiters and Coach Roach, I'm glad they kept doing what they do to get those players on board, and let's keep moving forward to this playoff appearance for the 2025 series, 2025 season, because I knew that was a bunch of crap. But before we get out of here, I got to address one more sucker. Castellanos is doubling down, y'all. Huh? This man is just coming through. I know. Thomas Castellanos, he reaffirmed his comments about Alabama. And this time he brought the whole team with him. He said, we stand on what I said. I'll say it again. Thomas Castellanos said, we stand on what I said. He emphasized confidence in his teammates and preparation, claiming no disrespect was intended toward Alabama. Now, I know, people. I know. Castellanos originally said that Alabama was a shell of itself and it doesn't have Nick Saban to save them. Okay, nice. I'm glad you saw that. Alabama's had some responses, unfortunately, but sometimes some foolishness has to be put in perspective. Alabama's linebacker and two-time team captain Deontay Lawson said Castellanos' comments. He said this about Castellanos' comments. It ignites us. Like Walk of fucking Fame. He's ignited. And all that disrespect will be addressed accordingly. I hope you understand your angles, Thomas. I don't know if you ever seen Deontay Lawson's forehead. Got plenty of bruises up here. Plenty of bruises up here. Don't let him get you. Don't let him get you. And when you run away from him, Q over there, LT on that side. Defensive lineman Tim Keenan, who will be the closest to Thomas Castellanos all game when Thomas Castellanos is on the team. He echoed the same sentiments as Mr. Lawson. And he said, disrespect will be addressed. Now, that's a man got to tell you that. When you disrespect the man, it's going to be addressed. We're going to handle it. Now, offensive tackle Caden Proctor stated the team is focused internally and not reacting to outside talk. Now, let me tell you something. Only reason he said that is because he can't play defense. But I'm telling you, whoever's playing on that end over there, whoever's planning to come around wreaking havoc on the Alabama offense, whoever you are, just remember, when this 340-pound man roll you up like a Jamaican blunt, when he roll you up like you're a blunt roll on Howard Road, you just rolled up and you like, somebody just like me. You go over and thank your quarterback. You go thank your quarterback. You go thank Mr. Castellanos. I mean, the motivations, he said he mean to instill confidence in Florida State's team coming off a 2-10 season. This man going from the floor to the ceiling with his comments, but that's all right. He said, I'm trying to make it the biggest game possible and get my boys ready. It's almost like he's like, what was that? Who was the guy that Floyd Mayweather fought? That was the MMA guy that just did it and everybody went crazy. But this ain't that, cuz. This ain't that. This ain't that. When the Irish guy couldn't use his feet, I knew Floyd Mayweather was going to win this thing. I knew he was in trouble, too. Conor McGregor? I knew Conor McGregor. Well, Conor McGregor agreed to go into a ring and couldn't use his feet and wasn't going to be doing no grappling. I'm like, okay, but hey, Thomas Castellanos, this is not that. Now, his teammates reportedly supported the comments. I ain't seen nobody like put their names on it. But just to take a look, this guy is going to come in with 2-10 team, and he's going to come into this new team after leaving Boston College, come in, and he's going to dominate my team. Who took a dip, we took a step back. Everybody agreed. It's a 9-win team, though. It's going to take a step back, but it's a 9-win team. Mr. Castellanos transferred to Florida State after playing 2 seasons at Boston College, where he passed for 3,614 yards, and he rushed for another 1,307. Just running crazy all over the ACC. Red Lashley. However, Thomas Castellanos started in 20 games and he accounted for 47 touchdowns. Just in case you're wondering, that's 2.35 touchdowns a game. And yeah, Conor McGregor, yeah, he was in trouble. But he needed that money, though. That's 2.35 touchdowns a game, which is equivalent, according to my arithmetic. I do some mean ciphering out there now. That's 16.45 points from the ACC. That ain't gonna cut it, bro. Little bro. 16.45 points in the ACC. Don't play well. Does not play well with the University of Alabama. Go look up the stats. You're going to need more than that. You're going to need more than that. And you did that in the ACC. Expect to do less over here. Even if it's 2 touchdowns a game, I don't think 2 of them. If you average 2 touchdowns a game this year, I don't think your 2 touchdowns is going to be included what you do at Alabama. Not to mention, late 2024, he was injured, but Thomas Castellano was kind of sat down during the end of the season. And he left before transferring. I mean, you know, I don't know how that comes from different reports, but Mr. Castellanos, you might find yourself mixing Gatorade the second quarter. So I would pipe down. So, oh, I'm sorry, they don't call it Gatorade. They call it Seminole Firewater, which is kind of racist depending on who you're talking to. But that's what I looked up. You get Seminole Firewater is what they call it. I'm like, whoa. So by the second quarter of this game, you could be mixing Gatorade. You know how you did. You put your hand, you mix it all up with your hand. That's what you might be doing. Because you got a lot of mouth for somebody that ain't never played up in a game like this. So Mike Norvell, he praised Castellanos' leadership and confidence. You might as well. You ain't got nothing else. Ain't nobody else. No, the teammates support him, but nobody else is putting their name on it. You know, Mike Norvell said the team needs players who embrace high expectation. He wants a team that plays with an edge and holds itself to a championship standard. I like the sound of that. I like this. I'm just reminded by the great Mike Tyson, who said that everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. And I'm telling you, my boys plan on hitting each and every one of y'all in the mouth over and over and over and over and over again. No doubt. All game, all day, over and over again. Next week, I'll tell you more about how the team is bigger and stronger. And like Caleb the boy said at SEC Media Days, physicality is the name of the game. You wear pads for a reason. It's coming back, y'all, or it's going to a new phase. But he said he's bringing the physicality back. The team is getting bigger. Everybody's getting strong. Jaden Roberts ain't know if he benching 900. What you think everybody else benching 445? Huh? You think everybody got like 3 plates on each side? Oh, no. Oh, they challenging each other. They're setting new standards. They bringing standards back. They're expanding. And come August 30th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time at Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, I'm expecting that the 13.5-point Alabama Crimson Tide did not only come out as winners by more than that 13.5. I think the country will kind of be put on notice. But because Florida State absolutely sucks right now, people are going to be like, I don't know what that was. They don't know what that was. I just don't know what that was. One more message from Water Cooler said he can't be benching. Let's start not benching, squatting. You're right, squatting. I bench 900 pounds. Yeah, that's why them push-ups, Nick, light work. I bench 900. I confuse myself with Jaden Roberts. We got so many things in common. Me and Jaden Roberts, 900 pounds. No, my wife wouldn't even let me go to a gym expecting to try to touch 900 pounds because she loved her some meat. But that's all I got for now. I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Thursday at 5 something. Because like I said, my son got a couple of head slaps he's going to start delivering on Thursday. I ain't going to miss it. I may go out there to go live from the JV game or whatever. I don't know. I'm proud of him. I go watch him sit on the bench as a 10th grader for varsity. I don't care. You know, we gonna get it done around here. So I'm saying, y'all, you know, just in case, I'm watching this NIL stuff because I don't need y'all messing up my money. I mean, his money. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. Don't forget to give a brother a pound on that subscribe button. Hit that notification, especially because Thursday, I don't know. I may mess around and go live at 11 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. Just hit that so you had a notification so you know when I go live. Tell your friends they can find me right here on YouTube and Facebook, Tight Sports. I barely go to Blue Sky. I barely go to Twitter anymore. That doggone X, boy. Oh my gosh. I'm not made for it. Shout out to the Sharpshooters Podcast. Roll Tide to you. I got to get me a longer list of Alabama folks to talk to Alabama stuff too. Anyway, peace to the brothers at Auburn Addicts. Water Cooler Podcast. That's Nick over there. Bubba and the old man. Who else we got? It's SC season with my main Tez. And who's it? Dustin. Dustin is with the I can't remember. I'll get him next time and put it in my doggone notes here. But they're all a fine group of Auburn Americans. And with that, we'll see you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. right here around the herd. And always remember, roll, tide, roll.